What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 19 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got 2 picks wrong and got 19 right, which is a 90% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 90% win rate. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 90% win rate and get 19 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $929 just yesterday. Another member who won $30 for the 3rd day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. All right, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks guys, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is none other than Chris Paul for 5.5 assists, and this one is for more. Now look at Chris Paul. We've actually seen him do a fantastic job over the last 5 games, as he has gone on the over in 2 out of the last 5, but they do face off against none other than the Indiana Pacers. Now as you all know, Pacers do rank 6th in assists allowed, but we still like the over for this situation, as Pacers actually do a very poor job at defending assists from the guard position, which is exactly what Chris Paul is. On top of that, we actually tend to see Chris Paul come off the bench, so he is expected to face off against the second unit, and the second unit are not as good when it comes to the first unit when it comes to defending assists as well. So that's something to take into consideration when it comes to this Indiana team. Now when we look at Warriors and Indiana Pacers, they're both pretty fast-paced teams, so we are expecting a lot of volume from both sides of the floor, which will also help Chris Paul be able to go on the over in this situation here. So we like the odds to see him go on the over here, especially against a team like Indiana. So Chris Paul, 5.5 assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Paul George. Now Paul George, as we all know, fantastic player, and he has been playing great for the LA Clippers, and this is none other than Rebs and assists for 8.5, and this one is for more. Now look at Paul George. We've actually seen him go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Portland Trailblazers. Now when we look at Portland Trailblazers, as we all know, they are a pretty poor performing team, but they also rank 20th in assists allowed, and on top of that, when it comes to rebounds allowed, they also do rank 17th. So they don't really rank too well in both categories, and because of that, we do like Paul George going on the over here. When we look at Portland as well, they do a very poor job at defending rebounds and assists as well to the forward position, which is exactly what Paul George is. So because of those reasons, we do like the over for this situation here. His average over the last 5 is also 9.2, which I think is great to see. So, you know, all signs point towards the over for someone like Paul George, and we are sticking to it. So because of those reasons, Paul George, 8.5, Rebs and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal as well. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Jaylen Williams. So Jaylen Williams, great player as we all know, and this is none other than 4.5 rebounds, and this one is for more. Now look at Jaylen Williams. I've actually seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against the Toronto Raptors. Now when we look at Raptors, as we all know, the Raptors do rank 25th in actually rebounds allowed, so very low, which is another reason why we like the odds for seeing someone like Jaylen Williams go on the over here. Now we look at Jaylen Williams as well. What we do like is that they face off against Raptors who are going to be missing RJ Barrett, Chris Boucher, Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes, and also other players like Emmanuel Quickley. So there are a lot of players out expected for Toronto Raptors. Right now, they all are projected to be out. It may change, but even if 1 or 2 of them are able to make it, we still see someone like Jaylen Williams be able to go on the over. So they are missing a lot of their stars, and we think that's definitely going to have a huge effect, and that's another reason why we do like the over for someone like Jaylen Williams here. So on top of that, his average over the last 5 is 4, so close enough to where we like, but I think matchups is going to be what's most important here, and with the matchup against Toronto, this one should be an easy breeze for him. So Jaylen Williams, 4.5 rebounds for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Pascal Siakam. So Pascal Siakam, he is a part of a new team, the Indiana Pacers, and this is none other than 7.5 rebounds, and this one actually is for more. Now look, Pascal, we've actually seen him go in the over in 5 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than the Golden State Warriors. Now as you all know, Golden State Warriors are a fast-paced team, but they also rank 14th in rebounds allowed. So they rank pretty average, and because of that, we do like the over for this situation here. We don't think they're much of a strong candidate, and it's another reason why we do like the over for this situation for someone like Pascal Siakam. Now what we do like about this matchup also is that the Warriors do a very poor job at defending the forward position from rebounds, which we think is going to have a huge effect. But as you guys see, he has gone on the over 5 for 5, so he has a very high usage rate for this team, and his average over the last 5 is also 10.2. So all signs point towards the over, and we are sticking to it for Pascal Siakam. So Pascal Siakam, 7.5 rebounds for more, I think is a fantastic pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Jayson Tatum, who's been averaging 30.2 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in the last 5 games. So he has done a fantastic job for none other than the Boston Celtics, and the Boston Celtics do face off against none other than the Detroit Pistons. Now, as you all know, Detroit Pistons aren't the greatest team, but they do have a lot of pace when it comes to them as a team. Now, Detroit do rank 26 in points allowed, which is interesting to see. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank a little bit better at 19th, and rebounds allowed, guys, they also do rank pretty well in this category, as they do rank 10th. Now, the reason for this is that we do like Jayson Tatum going on the over in points and assists. Now, when it comes to rebounds, there's definitely a possibility for him to actually go on the over, but we think it is a little bit more 50-50, and I would focus more on points and assists when it comes to Tatum, especially with the matchup against the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons do a very poor job at defending both points and assists, and because of that, we definitely see someone like Jayson Tatum being able to go on the over here. So this one's kind of a no-brainer to us, guys. Definitely keep an eye out for both of those lines, points and assists, as I think there'll be a lot of value there, especially if the line is under these averages, so keep an eye out for that. Now, getting into the next player is Anthony Edwards, who's been averaging 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 6.4 assists over the last 5 games. So he has done a fantastic job for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves face off against none other than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, we look at Cleveland Cavaliers, they do rank 5th in points allowed, 4th in assists allowed, and on top of that, rebounds allowed, they do rank 11th. So they rank in the top 15 or in the top half when it comes to points, rebounds, and assists, and in particular, points and assists, they do rank in the top 10. Because of that, we see someone like Anthony Edwards actually going on the under here in this matchup. Now, when we look at Anthony Edwards as well, he will be playing hopefully without